What's up, Punters Pod listeners? You can listen to us every Wednesday on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or even watch us on YouTube. Now, let's get into the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Punters Pod.
What a time to be alive. It was the week of the draw. 2 is how many we saw. The rest of the footy was pretty poor. Ed Richards forgot the bouncing of the ball law. Stick around if winning picks is what you're looking for. Jezza, how are you today? How is life? And how was the rhyme? I thought it was pretty good today.
The final rhyme of the home away season. Pretty disappointing, man.
You reckon?
No, I'm disappointing that it's the last one that we'll get to hear in the
I
home
thought
away
the rhyme
season.
was decent.
I'm going to miss it over the off-season, I tell you guys. I'm fucking dreading not hearing it. But it was a pretty good one.
Look,
so
whenever you want to
it.
rhyme or whenever you want to what a time to be alive, you know
You
where
know the
I,
man to call.
where I am. Yeah.
You know the man to
That's
call.
it.
You know the man to
So,
call.
how are you other than that?
I'm all right.
Sad about the footy ending?
I think it's time to get into finals, to be honest.
Yeah, it's finals. Yeah, that's it.
I'm kind of over the home and away season. This weekend is going to be an absolute stinker. Get ready for
stinky.
Get ready for a bunch of games that aren't going to mean absolutely anything.
There's genuinely not really a game that means much.
Genuinely, like, take our free picks, obviously, but do not punt
Hard
on
in this round,
disposals
no.
or anything like that this round.
It was
because
hard to come up with player props.
Really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Really hard. Like, and
But
because
what's the game that even matters? Zero of the games matter.
Nah, a couple do.
but they matter for one team, maybe.
No. They matter, like, Melbourne Dogs matters for both teams, but it's just positioning.
Yeah.
And it's just like minuscule shit.
Yeah, like the Dogs either stay 9th or 10th. That's the option.
I don't know, but it's like
Yeah.
Melbourne, if other teams, if Brisbane and someone else lose, they can jump into 4th position.
yeah.
Like, it's just
But at the end of the day, it's pretty
non-important.
set.
Yeah.
It's set and forget.
And it's just not great.
Well, last week I had a great week on the free tips.
Did you?
I got 6 out of 9, and 2 of the losses were because of the draws. So if the draws don't happen and the Bulldogs got up 1 to 39 and the Pies got up 1 to 39,
Ooh, that's actually not bad.
that's an
And
8 out of-
both
8 out of
those
9
teams,
week.
Oh, you can't really say that in a draw, that both of those teams were more likely to win. But I
it
felt like
looked like they
it looked like
were the
those
winners.
two. Yeah, exactly.
And in 1 to 39, but they were my only 2 losses. Other than there was something that stupid I lost. But anyway,
yeah, I
8
remember
out of
going
9.
through and seeing. Huh?
In reality, it was 8 out of 9. It was really 6 because of the draws.
You cannot say 8 or 9, but anyway.
Jez, teams who can win the flag updates. When I wrote these notes, I had 3 teams.
I've got one.
Now I've got 2 teams.
I've got one.
I had Fremantle, I had Brisbane, and I had Sydney. For obvious reasons, I've only got Fremantle and Brisbane left.
Sydney, goodbye.
Dead
Season
in the
over.
water.
It's just
Let's forget about that.
we could talk about it
Yeah,
a bit,
touch
but
it.
it's just like
They're not
why
winning
the
the flag.
fuck? I just the absolute stupidity of the cunts. Like,
Bro, if I'm Dean Cox, you just locked up 2nd spot. You're fuming if you're him.
oh, 100%. And I actually saw something on the agenda setters, and it was Kane Corn saying it, and it's the first time I've like very, very strongly agreed with him. That, like, imagine being Dane Rampy right now and being like, I've lost 4 grand finals.
I know, this is
And
like a really good chance.
It's a great chance, and you've just fucked it because of
You wanted this.
you brought strippers
Yeah,
into
exactly.
your house or whatever the fuck it is, or into your apartment and the hotel.
So stupid.
It's just dumb as fuck.
Who's
like,
the team that can win?
It's Brisbane. Sorry, it's Fremantle.
Oh, you don't think Brisbane can win?
I think they can, but I
Really?
think it's Freo's.
I'll take Brisbane over Freo in a grand final tomorrow.
Yeah, I probably would too. But
like-
just the run there.
Yeah, okay, but say the run there, Brisbane stayed the Gabba the whole way.
They can't.
Oh, they can't. Yeah, they're not top 2.
That's what I'm saying. So
they're gonna verse before then. Most
I think
likely.
so. Yeah. So that's why I'm
fuck.
taking Freo.
And
Because
Brisbane going over to Fremantle.
I honestly think
Fuck,
wait
true.
till we talk about it later on. But I think Freo are just absolutely coasting at the moment. Like,
yeah,
they're not even.
They don't give a fuck.
Nah,
It's
and
too
it's
easy.
just like they're just the big brother of the competition. They're that far in front on the ladder.
Yeah.
I was looking at the ladder, doing a couple tweaks and shit like that. Just looking at-
Machinations?
yeah, they're 2 games in front in first place.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
And then after that, because Sydney are quite far in front as well, so they're currently. Fuck, come on,
But
16. 4 games in front of third place.
right now, who does Brisbane verse?
Sydney.
Yeah,
at the
see, then
SCG.
they could get that Gabba prelim that way.
Yeah,
If the
but-
5 don't play.
Yeah, we got to see. We got to see
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
But if
because
those 5 don't play, Brisbane are in
all right, listen, those
prelim.
5 are definitely not playing thing, and then they have the week of everyone's forgetting that There's
with the
still
week
2
off.
weeks till
The
actual
first
final start.
Yeah, correct.
So, yeah, I actually think Heaney
I
and
still
shit might
think
play.
Brisbane Free are the best 2 teams in it, honestly.
It's too much of a shake-up to win the flag, I believe.
For
What's
what?
happened?
Sydney?
Yeah.
Oh, no chance.
Yeah,
There's zero chance.
Even if all of them come in
Zero
and play,
chance.
I think it's still too much
Absolutely
of a
zero
shake-up.
chance. But and wildcard matchups right now, season ended today. Who do we have?
I don't know how it works. You tell me.
7 versus 10, 8 versus 9.
Adelaide versus Carlton at the
Adelaide
Adelaide
Oval.
Oval and Collingwood versus the Dogs at the G.
Obviously, the 7th and 8th win there.
Yeah,
No doubt.
no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, no doubt in my mind.
They shouldn't
either.
even do it. They should just leave it as it was,
Hey,
like
that's
the
it.
old rules. Fucking idiots.
Alright.
I think at the start of the season I was really for the wild card. As the season's progressed,
Same. I'm a bit the same, to be honest.
I'm not for it anymore.
I feel like you weren't really for it. I was really for it.
No, but I was saying like we're getting extra footy.
Yeah.
That weekend's usually shit.
I'm happy there's footy that weekend, but I feel like just the top teams are gonna win out.
100%. And as a Collingwood fan, I'm kind of like, do I want to win the wild card just to get pumped by fucking Melbourne or Geelong next week?
yeah, I don't know. I think I would give Collingwood a chance against Melbourne or Geelong. I actually would, genuinely.
You're crazy.
But anyway, betting results for random player, Jays.
Oh, I would not have an idea.
Essendon player. He's a dark skin. Who is the random player?
He's got like kind of an afro going.
He does have an afro.
He's got a goatee as
He
well.
played in the 2010 grand final for St Kilda. Big hint. Massive hint.
What?
Massive
What
hint.
position is he?
He was a half-back. He's a good player, actually. I liked him a lot.
Initials.
JG.
Jack Graham.
It is James Gwiltz.
Would never got it.
Came to my local footy club when I was in under 12s. Fun fact with Orazio Fantasia.
Fuck, that is a fun fact.
It's so fun.
Love that.
So there you go. How was your betting? Was it fun last week, Jess?
No, my betting was not fun
Same
last week.
as
to be
me.
honest. It's just-
So bad.
I don't know. At end of the season, I feel
Oh.
like it gets like this every year.
So
Like,
bad. So
end
hard.
of the season is just thing. I came back from my holiday. I go, all right, I haven't punted on the footy
Big
for a
weekend
while.
on the punt.
Let's get into it. Let's have a crack. And it's just like end of the season. You don't know who's going to play properly. You don't know what positions they're in. The bad teams, it's just like they just throw everything out the window.
Yeah.
Everyone's just playing everywhere.
The good teams.
You don't know what
give a fuck.
to do. Yeah, the good
Yeah.
teams are like resting players playing 60% game time. It's just hard at the moment.
It was a
So,
straightforward
yeah.
round with results, except for those 2 draws, which I had both money on. Dogs 1-39, Pies 1-39. So it hurt me there. But yeah, I didn't punt all too much last week. But when I did, it was stinky. But Jez, I thought we'd add something little in today. Question without notice here. Who wins these AFL awards? Who wins the Brownlow medal?
Nick Dacos. Maybe, possibly. There might be something else that happens. Because we all remember last year he was meant to be a lock as well.
I know.
And didn't end up pulling through for me. But for now, I'm going to say Nick Dacos, obviously.
Easy, far and away.
$1.01
I
favourite.
think he wins by 15 votes. He has to this year.
Probably.
You know what my only fear is? My only fear is on this Carlton run, they just give Cripps 3 votes for the last 10
But Cripps
weeks.
hasn't been like outstanding.
Mate, he's never
in
been
this run.
outstanding. He's won 2 Brownlows.
True, very true.
Coleman medal, Jez. Who wins the Coleman medal?
Isn't Kerno like
Yeah,
heaps
he's
out
so
in
far in
yeah.
front. Yeah. Coach of the year,
Stephen King.
Stephen King. I like that as well. And the rising star.
Who's been good?
It's pretty much the odds favorite
Jagger
is
or
Jagger or Dean.
Dean.
That's it. Or Dersma is third. Probably, I hope it doesn't go.
Who?
I
Who
hope
like,
it goes to Dean instead of Jagger. I think Dean's been better than Jagger, to be fair.
Nah, but I think Jagger had that like star game like last week, so everyone's gonna suck him off.
I still think Dean's been better. But
Anyway, who gives a shit about the
it's,
rising star?
it's a pretty shit award. I don't think many people care. Louis Taylor won it 1 year. And betting blacklist, Jez. Who is on the betting blacklist? I've got nobody this week.
Well, last week I was feeling very generous and I wiped everyone off. This week someone's on watch and
Shit.
possibly blacklisted. No, it's not, because finals will come around and it will come good again. Lockie Neal only had 17 disposals last week.
Wow.
Yeah. Very fucking
Maybe the Pies
disappointing.
should not get him. Really?
Yeah, only 17. So
And my
warning signs for the Pies.
My watch list was Caleb Strong and Andrew Brayshaw both for 25. Strong had 29 and Brayshaw 27. So they're safe from the blacklist for another week, Jez. And the player props. Hard to find player props this week as we both consoled each other within. But who are your player props? Last week, I got 1 out of 2 right. I had Shy Bolton 22 plus at 213. Beautiful win there.
That's a great win.
He had like 27 or something. And then I had Jack Ginnivan 1+ goal at $1.85, which lost. He sucked against the Pies.
He did. I know.
He was really
he
bad.
was really bad. I had him for disposals.
Even his disposal use, when he had it, like his few disposals, really, really bad.
And that's usually like the lock, like Jack Ginnivan against Collingwood.
Yeah, that's what my thought was. But he sucked badly.
Yeah. As for this week, my first player prop is going to be Max Hall, 27 plus disposals at $1.84. He's been dominating without Naz in the lineup. Yeah. He's playing the most midfield time out of any Saints player. I just like it. Well, I don't.
Yeah, you know, in a game, I'm just saying, like, I've come around to it quickly because in a game where nobody cares,
St Kilda Gold Coast,
nobody's going to be watching.
Exactly, no one's going to be
Thursday
watching.
Night, he's the player. Naz probably won't give a fuck. He's the player.
Naz is injured, by the way.
He is too. Fuck. So that's how in touch I am with St Kilda.
But he's the type of player that, like, end the season on a high, play really well.
I don't mind that.
27 disposals at $1.84. I like that one right there.
My first pick is from that same game. It is Bailey Humphrey, 2+ goals at $2.30.
The contract bump.
Just signed the extension. Meaningless game, as I just said, and he will just about be the only player on that field trying to have a big performance. So there's a bit of like, oh yeah, he just signed that contract. How good was he on the weekend? I can see 2+ goals for Bailey Humphrey in the most meaningless game of the season.
And my second player prop is going to be a bit of an out there one, a bit of a value one. It's going to be Marbior Chol for 3+ goals at $2.95. They're versing the Eagles in the last game of the round. Gunston isn't going to be playing a lot or playing hard, as a matter of fact. I feel like this week is going to be the week of we didn't rest them, we didn't manage them out of the side, so we don't get fined.
20% game time.
But Gunston spent half an hour on the bench to finish off the game. So
and Chol put together his best performance because he wants to play in that first final.
Exactly. So I like that, Jez. It's just a bit of you got to get a bit crazy with these ones, exactly,
especially round 24. And my second pick is Adam Chera, 22+ disposals, $1.87. He's actually in some pretty good form. He's
playing off half-back now.
He's playing off half-back. He's playing a bit better. He loves Marvel heaps against his old side a little bit. Guessing a lot of the star players will have quieter games for the Blues. And I think he'll just rack it up, try to keep his good form going.
Let's jump straight into this round of footy because, like we said, I feel like we're going to have a few games where there's going to be not much to talk about.
Not at all.
First game of the round, Thursday night game, St Kilda versus the Gold Coast Suns.
Saints last week
did exactly what they said they would. They smashed a team that was below them. Hall and Hill just went to work on disposals. I think Brad Hill had like 26 disposals at halftime or some shit like that, which is pretty good for punting, but what does that say about Richmond, really?
Yeah, I have nothing else to add to that. Would have thought they'd be alive this part of the season, so it kind of sucks for Saints. Very underwhelming season for them. Absolute dead rubber for their last game. Who cares, honestly, if they win or lose? If I was a St Kilda fan, I probably wouldn't go out of my way to watch this game.
I wouldn't. I promise you I would not go to this game if I was a St Kilda fan.
No chance on a Thursday night.
And as for Gold Coast, cherry on top to a horrific year. Premiership favourites, they reckon. Ethan thought so. All of you thought so. Everyone was
Jamara, Pachaka, all the young players.
Look at him. They fucking robbed everyone. They're horrible, and they will continue to be horrible.
Yeah, they were done with this season about 12 weeks ago. Another smashing, and they will be hanging for this week to just end. They could not give a fuck less, as can't St Kilda. This will be lucky to get 15,000 people.
Lucky. This is one of those games where they really lie about
the attendance. This is a game where it's 5,000 there.
What made them think to put this as the Thursday night game?
Because St Kilda were a chance to, if Carlton lost, they were needing this game. But still.
Oh, but then they came out and bet the Lions and kind of fucked everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. So I kind of...
But still, like, you couldn't have some more foresight. Like, they got fucking Carlton Fremantle at 1:15 on Saturday.
Yeah, that would be a better game right here.
They got Dogs, Melbourne Bulldogs, which would have been a better game regardless, at 4:15 on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking, honestly, but...
Horrific scheduling.
Horrible.
Oh, my God.
As for this game...
I won't watch a game of footy this week.
It is such a dead rubber and nothing contest. Like I said, lucky to get 5,000 people at the ground. Could go either way. I think all the players probably don't care at all. All the coaches don't care at all. All the fans don't care at all. Saints will be so flat after thinking they would be going into this game with a chance before that Carlton versus Bulldogs draw. Saints still probably get up just due to talent and form and probably care factor. They probably care a little bit more than Gold Coast.
I said exactly that. I said in a game where the outcome doesn't matter, I feel like St Kilda always care more.
Just a little more, yeah. Because they're such a nothing club.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Gold Coast are a nothing club, but just way more nothing.
Exactly what I wrote down.
Yeah, Saints -10.5, $1.90.
Exactly the same as me. Great job, AFL. Wildcard worked perfectly. There's so much
Fucking
suspense
awesome.
in this round. So much tension. Exactly like you said, it's the Saints at Marvel, and in a game where nobody cares, I think they care more.
A little bit more.
Saints -10.5.
Bare minimum.
Another game that means absolutely nothing because both teams are pretty much locked into their positions.
Nah, Brisbane can move, can't they?
They can move, like if they lose, which they won't, they can move out of the 4.
Oh, is that it? They can't move.
That's it.
They can't jump
No,
Hawthorn?
they cannot jump. They're third at the moment.
Oh, they're third. Oh, fuck.
And they can't jump Sydney, and it pretty much is if they win,
They win by a
stay
point,
third.
they're happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. Well, last week for the Pies, it was a great effort, Jez. How do you feel about the game? It was a great effort.
A game where I gave them no chance.
Same.
And
Absolutely zero.
They probably should have won.
They should have won, but
Up by 20 at one stage, and then came all the way back from being down 20 again.
22 in the last
20 something
quarter.
again.
Yeah.
They should have won.
They should have won, but the draw, the draw's a win in that game.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
But for what reason?
Because you were paying $3.50 to beat Hawthorn,
Okay, yes.
who's
yes,
supposed to be a
I
top
see
4
what you're saying.
team,
Yeah.
and they should have got killed. Like, the players in that game, there was around 7 players under 30 games.
And
for
all
Collingwood.
we've been hearing the last few weeks is Hawthorn's at full strength. They have no
They
injuries.
were. The only player out on the week. Yeah.
But then they get throttled against Brisbane, and then they can't even
They're better when they're injured.
A Collingwood yeah, seriously.
They've been figured out. I've been hot on this all year. They're not a great side. They're not going to do anything. I wouldn't be surprised if they're straight sets, honestly. Right now, who would they verse in the first final? Fremantle, get killed, and then...
But listen, this is the thing with this game. Brisbane need to win by a decent margin to think, because Hawthorn have West Coast, so if they get enough percentage, they can jump Brisbane and verse Sydney in the first final, which would be really good for them.
Yeah, it would actually.
That would be great
I
for
still
them.
don't rate Hawks. Like, the Pies...
No, I don't at all.
The Pies were so young. That Pies side, like, similarly to the West Coast game the week before, is just, like, a very, very average side. Like, all these young players... A few of them will become players, but still, in the grand scheme of things...
I was going to say exactly this. Like, there's a lot of talk about the Pies youth at the moment. I'm kind of buying into it just for the fact of a player like Swadling, a player like Ed Allen, Roan Steele I kind of like as well. Will Hayes is all right as well.
Like, but yeah.
Listen, they're not all going to be superstars. There's going to be some role players. I'm not touting Will Hayes to be the next fucking... Because I pick it.
Yeah, exactly.
But all I'm saying is, like, there are going to be some duds as well. But it's nice to see after years of the media bashing Collingwood's youth, how they haven't drafted anyone in the top 15, blah, 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 this and that.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to see. But it's still, like, I'm taking that draw as a win, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
And when you're paying $3.50 to win the game against a top 3 team in the league and you fucking draw, you can't complain.
No, not at all.
As for the Lions.
The Lions, they're just steamrolling at the moment. They had that one blip on the radar.
That was nothing.
When they lost to Carlton.
I'm telling you, that game, you were away. They just put up their hand and said, after 5 minutes, you know what? We're going to lose tonight. We won 7 in a row. We'll win the next 3.
Exactly.
Who gives a fuck?
They've won 9 of their last 10.
Yeah, unbelievable. They are hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Gold Coast, they were versing Gold Coast, to be fair. So, nothing was going to happen.
I honestly kind of think they might win the flag, to be honest.
Oh, that's what I'm telling you.
Because that's coming into finals with this hot form, and they're kind of like under the radar too, because everyone's sucking off Freo.
So good.
Yeah. As for this game, it's really the Lions need to win to stay top 4, and the Pies have cemented a wildcard spot no matter what. And they can't really move, so it doesn't really matter what the Pies do because they're 2 games ahead of the Dogs anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
The thing is as well, if the Pies even move down, there's a world the Pies can move down. But if they do move to 9th, the game's going to be at the G either way.
Yeah, because they're not going to do the wild card.
They're going to verse either Carlton or Bulldogs at the MCG, win or loss.
Actually, if the Pies lose, let me quickly do this. If the Pies lose, they verse the Bulldogs 100%, even if Carlton win.
Why is that? No, because Carlton can jump the Bulldogs.
Sorry, no, if the Bulldogs win, that is.
Yes. If the Bulldogs win, the Pies verse the Bulldogs.
Yes,
no matter what.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I still feel like Collingwood have really nothing to play for.
Nothing.
Pretty logical just to go with the Lions here, as they actually do have something to play for. Even at the G, I think this will be a nice little training run for them on their way into finals. My free picks, Brisbane at 1-39 at $2.25.
This game means nothing for the Pies. They are locked, like we just said. Lions can see this game as an opportunity to just keep themselves in that 4 locks away. Hard to predict who gets rested in this game. Obviously, Collingwood more likely to rest players. If Nick Dacos gets rested, I think obviously Lions smash him. If he doesn't, I think the Pies have a little chance, but I don't see much reason for them to really compete hard in this game. To be honest, hard to predict either way, but you have to go with the Lions because this game just means more for them. My free tip is the Lions 1-39, 380.
I like it. Both of us are together.
Yep, there you go.
380.
Maybe I didn't change
It's
the odds.
definitely not
What did you
fucking
get?
$3.
What did you get, sorry?
It's $2.25.
$2.25. Didn't change much from last week.
What was I going to say? I had something on the tip of my tongue and then you
Said
said
380.
380.
225.
Oh, this is a game where both teams just agree no injuries. Like,
Look,
let's both not come out with any injuries and we'll be happy.
This is a round, other than the Melbourne Bulldogs game, where you just tip the team who needs the win.
more.
Yeah, because there's no other scenario.
In saying that,
Yeah, true. Nah, true.
let's
true,
backflip on this game.
Yeah, it's backflip.
Carlton versus Fremantle at Marvel Stadium. I really expected Carlton to win that game and really win
Same.
easily, especially when I heard that Bont was out.
No English, no Bont.
Guys, I'm just saying, Bulldogs played pretty well and Bont didn't play. I'm just saying.
Bont's a fraud.
Don't fucking. I'm just saying. They really have versed nobody coming into finals apart from Brisbane. The games that they have versus teams, formidable teams, Hawthorn and Collingwood's not even a formidable team and they still lost to them. So I see no thing in this. I am ecstatic that they hired Josh Fraser as the coach. Everyone is, and you know what? No one has mentioned it at all. I have not heard it once in the media. I have not heard it once by any fans. They did the exact same shit that they did with Bolton and Teague.
Yeah.
They
Bolton,
hired the interim.
But yeah, Teague. Bolton wasn't interim.
He was not?
Nah. But he was interim at Hawthorn. But I'll tell you what I love about this. This just screams to me so much, so much. I can see it happening as clear as day. Jamie Graham or Corey Enright are going to go on to be like 4-time premiership coaches. And we're going to look back 20 years' time and go, oh my God.
Oh, there's going to be a mean Punt AI Ethan video in 20 years' time.
They had them at the tip of they had him on their fingertips and they said, no, we'll go Josh Fraser. Josh Fraser will be out of a job in 4 years.
It's just funny because nobody, and especially the Carlton fans, they don't look at anything like from afar.
Logically.
They only see what's right in front of them at the moment.
So stupid.
And because they had a shit start to the year.
And now they've turned it around. They think he's the best coach ever.
But they don't look at the teams that they beat, the teams that they versed, the venue.
They can't see anything. Nah.
You told me a stat like
the 4 games they played at the MCG under Fraser, they've beaten Richmond by under 10 points. They've beaten Essendon by under 10 points, 2 of the bottom 3 teams. They lost to Hawthorn, they lost to Collingwood. That's it.
So it's like crazy.
They're playing good at Marvel. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy into it at all. And I love it for the fact of being a Collingwood supporter that they have Fraser now. Fremantle, honestly, it just feels like they're just playing with their food at the moment. Like, they're playing on easy mode. The yips are the only things that can stop them from winning the flag.
I can see him losing a final from kicking the only, 5 goals 13.
That's the only thing I can see happening. Like, and just against like a Hawthorn, they come up and they kick like 5 goals 13 and Hawthorn kicks straight and they lose. That's the only thing I can see happening.
Look, they're undefeated at Optus for a reason and they will cruise to grand final day because they're going to play through to Optus. Grand final day is the only problem for them. Coming to the G after being at Optus now for the rest of the season. This game's not about Optus, but after this, they are staying in Perth until grand final day.
Yeah,
that is scary.
I get it, but I get your thing about the G, but I don't think the G would really scare them that much.
I don't think it scares them, but I think it's like you get very comfortable at Optus, a ground where you're undefeated, and then you have to come against most likely a team, either a Victorian team or Brisbane. Victorian team obviously plays there a lot.
I get it, but how'd they go in 2018? Like, everyone made such a big deal about it in the lead up. Yeah.
I don't know what happened in 2018.
West Coast won the grand.
Oh, West Coast. I thought we were talking about Fremantle. No. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're probably right. But we'll see.
As for this game, it's hard because Freo really don't need this.
Nah.
They really don't need it. I feel like we're going to see a lot of, like I said at the start of the episode, resting players on the bench rather than players being omitted. So I don't know who for this Freo team is going to play a full game. Yeah. I don't know who's going to be playing at full capacity. I don't know if Jackson's
going to play, yeah.
Jackson will definitely not play. Do not bet on Luke Jackson.
That's what I'm saying.
He will not play more than 50% game time.
I don't think he'll play.
Nah, I think, you're right,
because you'd rather just put Darcy into this game.
Exactly, Darcy and Cox. And have Darcy and Cox and just make sure Jackson's all right. You're 100% right. This one's really hard for me since Freo are locked in. They don't need the win. Carlton really don't need this win. They are locked into the wild card.
This is actually the game that Carlton can take their foot off the gas.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they don't need it anymore.
But it just comes down to the facts for Carlton. If they think for themselves, they have a better chance of beating Adelaide at Adelaide Oval or the Pies at the G. That's pretty much what this game comes down to.
Obviously, they'd rather stay home.
I can see the AFL, like I've said it since the start of the season. I reckon I said it in the first episode of the year that they want the Pies in the wild card against another big Victorian team. I can see some bullshit happening here. I can see Carlton coming out with the win, and I can see them I'm going to hope against it because I do not want to verse Carlton in a wild card round. Not because I'm scared of them at all, just because I don't want to be surrounded by their fans as we're getting to the game. But I'm going to take Freo 1-39 here. More so as of hope. I think Carlton play hard. I think Freo are the better team. And I think Freo win 1-39 at $2.30.
Blues need this win to get the Pies and avoid an interstate wildcard matchup. Fremantle may rest a lot of players, like you said, Jez. Blues at Marvel are undefeated under Fraser. I still think the Blues take the foot off the gas a tiny bit due to the fact that they're locked away now. There's not that same hunger to get in. Once again, could go either way due to the resting of players and the effort because the two teams are locked away. But last week showed me the Blues, obviously I was cognizant of this, but I feel like a lot of people weren't, and they will be now. The Blues aren't world beaters. Not losing, but it was basically a loss to the Bulldogs in reality with no Bont, no English. You should be smashing that Bulldog side. They just get the draw. Freo have one last effort in them before the week off. Give me Fremantle minus 10.5, $1.90.
Melbourne versus the Dogs. This game actually kind of means a bit just for positioning, I guess.
It does, yeah. Unlike last week for the
Melbourne
D's.
last week, they handled business with a nice 76-point win. Clearly want to break into that top four. That was a nice percentage boost for them. So it doesn't put them in percentage contention, but it keeps them nice
alive,
there.
Yeah. Van Rooyen, 3 weeks, hurts.
Yeah, I know. It does hurt them. I think he might get off just since it's coming close to the finals.
Maybe.
With this 3 weeks, does that include wildcard week?
Yeah, low-key. You'd rather... No, it does.
Oh, it does.
You'd rather make the wildcard so Van Rooyen misses only one final.
Oh, no, but that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Does it count for Melbourne, though? Does that count as a game?
The game, yeah. If you're playing the game, yeah, it counts.
But they're not going to make the wild card.
They're impossible
it's impossible for them to make wild cards.
Yeah, well, it would have been... No, it doesn't count for them, no. It only counts a game you could have played.
It is possible for them to make wild card. Bro, if they lose and Geelong and Adelaide both win...
They're in the wild card.
They're in the wild card.
And then it's good for them.
Because they got worse percentage than both of those teams.
If... In a situation where...
that changes up a lot, actually.
Really? Who's Geelong have?
Geelong
have Richmond.
Geelong have Richmond, they'll win. And Adelaide have...
Someone is as well.
GWS on Saturday night. So
they both win
as well. Fuck, that might be bad. That might be really bad.
But that's not the worst because then Van Rooyen misses the first final, not 2 finals.
Yeah, but you'd rather be cemented and have the week off.
You don't have Van Rooyen in the wild card then.
As for the Dogs, it was a valiant effort.
Brave.
It was a good effort.
Brave.
Does this mean the Dogs are better without Bont? Honestly?
Oh, you're such an idiot. No, they're not. They're
so overrated.
In hindsight, he plays that game, they win. You got to admit that. You don't reckon?
Know, man.
You don't reckon he's worth a point?
They lost against North Melbourne, so I don't know, man.
You don't reckon the Bont's worth 1 point? Look, now they risk going down to 10th with a loss this week and have to fly to Adelaide if they lose. So there's a lot on the line for this game. There is a lot on the line.
Call me crazy. I kind of like them better in Adelaide against Adelaide than the Pies at the G.
Oh, if I was the Bulldogs, I'd rather go to Adelaide.
Same, 100%.
Because I feel like Adelaide's very gettable.
Did they not beat them at the start of the season?
Oh, it was very close.
No, I think they beat them.
Did they beat him?
Yes. When Oscar Baker kicked that goal.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so I kind of like that if I'm a Bulldog supporter. I don't know what would make anyone think the Dogs have a chance here. Firstly, it's at the G and not the Dogs' beloved Marvel Stadium.
Nah.
Secondly, Melbourne are an absolute fucking wagon at this ground. Thirdly, they can make the top 4 if they win and other results go their way. That's why my free pick here is going to be the Ds, minus 16.5 at $1.90.
Ds should be winning this one with ease. Dogs are also pretty much stuck in the wildcard realm. Ds will want this win badly for positioning. Gawn will dominate lob and the Ds will dominate the Dogs. Ds win. Melbourne, minus 16.5, $1.90. I'm with you, Jez.
Cats versus the Tigers. Cats last week.
Shaky.
Get out of jail but after being 30-something points down to North Melbourne. But Geelong, why did Geelong get this fixture every single year? Every year, their last fucking 5 games are bottom 8 teams. Every fucking year without a doubt. And they always end the year with Tigers, West Coast.
Yeah.
Or
Last year was West Coast,
North,
literally.
like this year, North Tigers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They end up like that every season. Nice little rest tune up for their fucking players, of course. You have anything to say about Geelong?
Nah, they were shaky last week, was worrying. They were always going to win. They're not a serious team. They won't win the flag. End of story.
And the Tigers?
Yeah, no thanks.
Smash Bros. Saints, they honestly, like, I have this written down. Zero improvement this season.
Nah, none.
Absolutely
None.
zero. It's fucking disappointing.
And you know what I love? The people are getting in the trap of saying, oh, but they had injuries to the young players. They said the same thing about Essendon last year.
I know.
I'm not buying that at all. Like,
they
nothing.
said the same thing about Essendon last year, and everyone thought Essendon were going to come back and be decent this year, and they were even worse.
Yeah, I don't buy anything. No.
Don't need to talk much about this game.
Garro's game.
That's the last game is always the Tigers or the Eagles at GMHBA Stadium, and they just get a nice little pump up before finals. I think this goes the same way. Geelong domination. My free pick. Cats -60.5 at $1.90.
This will be slaughter at GMHBA to end the year. Of course, Cats will want some form. Tigers will just want a beer and a drink after the game. 10 goals, no worries. I'm also Cats -60.5, $1.90.
Crows versus the Giants. The Crows, they played okay. I just don't think they have enough juice to match it with the best teams this season.
They're just a level below Fremantle.
Yeah.
Like,
they're a level below the top six teams.
But I mean, like, they're just nowhere near Fremantle. Like, they're a solid team, nowhere near good enough to go and beat the Dockers over there in a real risk of losing wildcard or first final. Like, I'm worried about this team.
Yeah, it would be a worry. And I thought they were going better than what they actually are.
Yeah, they're actually not. They're going that well.
Yeah, they're really not. The Giants, decent win, but what a waste of a season as well. I think it's going to be a long, long time at the bottom for the Giants in these next couple of years.
Look, they manhandled West Coast. Congrats. No worries for them that last week. Strong way to end the season and good enough to be a wildcard team. They should have been good enough to be a wildcard team, but they were just nowhere near it in reality. We'll feel good to be done with this roller coaster of a season, but I think it's downwards for them in the future.
For this game, the Giants aren't making the finals. The Crows can't really move unless the Cats lose to the Tigers, which won't happen. Absolute nothing game. I think the Giants get close here and try and salvage their bad season and end it on a high. My free pick is going to be the Giants +24.5 at $1.90.
Nah, for me, complete opposite. I think
why do the Crows want to smash this thing? Like, what?
I don't think they want to smash, but I think they're just like, I think the Giants just could not give less of a fuck. I think there's no chance of them even rocking up and trying. I think the Crows just want to want to hold some form going into the finals. Crows will look great and leave nothing in the tank. Crows -24.5, $1.90.
The first Sunday game. Oh, no, it's not the first Sunday game, actually. It's another Saturday night game.
Oh, shit.
What a fucking belter. Bombers versus Port.
This week is so bad.
Both teams.
This week sucks.
Both teams last week with a nothing performance.
Nothing from either of them.
Just waiting for the year to be over for both of them.
They both
I don't have to say anything about either of them. I just...
Look, to be fair to the Bombers, I thought it'd be a lot worse against Sydney, but was that the MCG?
That's the tip you got wrong.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Because I said that Bombers +60.5.
Yes, you did.
I knew they'd do that. I knew they'd just take it easy and not worry about it. They had second sewn up.
They were just worried about after the game.
Clearly. For this game, and this is an absolutely nothing game, I think Port win. Their ladder position won't improve or get worse, so I can't see why they wouldn't win just because they're a better team, I guess.
Yeah.
My free pick, Port -13.5.
Look, for me, this is a game where the Dons may actually win.
Oh, no chance, cunt.
Bro, look at Port's list. They've, like, all the good players.
I know, they're decimated. I get it.
Like, on paper, these teams are equal right now.
Literally, he's not playing.
Yeah, it's a horrible team. Like, I agree with you. Like,
whoever's watching this game, if you're a fucking...
Oh, this is another game.
If you're a fan of one of these two teams and you're still watching, good on you.
Good on you.
Because
honestly, Jez, like this, I know Porter leaps and bounds above Essendon in every facet of club rebuild, but this weekend, the teams are pretty equal on paper. The home ground advantage against a team who cares equally as much, which is absolutely zero. Port will have a go, but I feel like the Dons... This is big of a chance for them to get a win.
Funny
this is as big of a chance for them to get a win.
Do you want to know what's funny too? They're adding another team. Like we have teams this shit. They are teams this shit.
But they're
still adding more teams.
But then there are teams in like Adelaide. What are they right now on the ladder?
7th. And they aren't even that good.
But they're playing Hugo Hawk-Kahan every single week.
I know.
Like, it looks decent. Like I'm not.
They're gonna kill footy.
Nothing against him. He looks decent, but he was like playing Sandful 4 weeks ago.
Like, I can't even describe it. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Don's plus 17.5, $1.90. Trust me. But that is exactly right. There are teams like Collingwood on the weekend.
Collingwood
had
are playing Liam Puncher
and Noah Howe. Like these are two players who were playing VFL midway through this year. They were playing for Coburg and fucking Werribee, and now they're playing. They're going to be playing a final in 3 weeks' time.
It's faux final, but yeah, anyway. But they would have been playing finals if it wasn't for this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? They really fucked it with the wild card because this weekend would have been sick.
This weekend to make the eight.
To make the eight
would have been unreal.
Because it would have been Collingwood and Bulldogs. Bulldogs have to win to think. Collingwood have to be.
Yeah, Brisbane have to win and Melbourne have to win. Yeah.
It would have been sick.
Would have been unreal.
Anyway.
And to be fair, we've had that in the last 3 or 4 years. Like really good finishes to make
exactly.
It's a money grab.
The 2 games on Sunday are just as atrocious, so we're going to think.
These rounds. I'm sorry, this might be the worst round of footy of all time.
Sydney versus North Melbourne, Pullman Hotel. What the fuck is going on? Prob's not the best news to wake up in the last round when you've had second locked into the ladder. I don't know about you. I couldn't find odds for this game.
I couldn't either.
Okay, they put them up now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Swans are...
when I got it, it was minus 30.5.
Minus 2.5 now.
Far out. I got it minus 30.5.
Well, lucky you didn't take that bet.
I did.
Oh, did you?
It was before the Pullman happened.
Oh, shit.
I did this on Sunday before the Pullman.
I didn't put a bet in because I couldn't have any fucking thing.
No, I did this before the fucking Pullman.
North Melbourne, honourable loss. They were wildcard locks in like round 10. And 9 wins is improvement from 5 last season, but they're still not showing enough.
No, see, this is the thing. It's like 4 wins better, but I still don't rate them equally as much. I took probably more out of last year for them than this year. Because this year was supposed to be a step up, and they look the exact same. They've just beaten worse teams.
I think they got a much easier draw this season.
They did as well, But I don't know. Look, I'm going to change my TPR. This was my original notes.
Not allowed.
Pre-Pullman. Do you reckon, let's spin take this. Do you reckon, spin zone, do you reckon this is better or worse marketing for the Pullman Hotel?
It's good marketing.
It's good marketing, because some people would have never known there was a hotel that close to MCG.
Yeah, it's great marketing.
So they don't care. But anyway. So, before Pullman, this was my notes. Swans, without a doubt here, will end the season in great fashion and all their stars will be rested, which is also still true.
It's still true.
They are a flag chance. No one is giving them credit. Heaney, Warner, Goulden, all rested. North, Lou still, best of talent. Swans minus 30.5.
I'm happy that Goulden still keeps his cute
he's so
innocent boy persona because he wasn't involved.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
job, Errol. Another game where position doesn't change. Will be more interesting to see who is in, out, suspended, or whatever the Sydney side is going to be, rather than the actual game itself. I actually don't have a tip. I'm just going to say North Melbourne wins straight out at $2.02 because it's just that bad. And I think North will be the team to we can capitalise on this.
At the end of the day, Sydney were locked in to second regardless. To be fair, for footy-wise, all those players probably going to be rested this week.
So, yeah.
They were most likely they were all going to be rested.
I'm trying to say the most PC line. Obviously, it's a real thing. There's a police investigation going on. We're not saying that it's fake or anything, obviously, but strictly just footy without saying we know that there was women involved. We take into account everything. Blah 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 blah.
Of course.
Strictly footy-wise, this is great for Sydney. Because if it comes out in
the rest...
Because if the AFL doesn't hand out a ban, or Sydney doesn't hand out a ban, or it comes out that it's only Blakey that did something wrong, and Heaney and everything else, it's pretty good that Heaney
you got
gets
all a free rest.
Yeah, so...
But,
I guess they still do get a fine for doing that shit, though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they were going to get a fine either way.
Yeah, all right, it's not good for anyone.
No, it's not good for anyone. Last game.
Of the
Do you want to talk about it or?
If you want. Eagles versus the Hawks. Actually, I want to talk about the Hawks. Eagles, another team who I expected more out of this season. They had flashes of improvement, but they still won 4 games for the whole year, so it's just not good.
Look,
is it 4? Yeah, 4 games for the year.
Yeah, horrible.
4 and 18.
And they're being praised a bit too much for a 4 and 18 season.
Very much so. Yeah. Way too much.
Hawthorn.
Very pathetic performance.
Bottled this season. I never rated them.
With the outs and the youth that the Pies had, me and Ethan have been saying it all year. The Hawks fans have been crying about it. They've been getting angry with us.
Hawks fans hate
They're the biggest sooks as well.
Hawks fans hate
They are so overrated. I've thought this for the last couple of years. The Hollywood Hawks, this, that. Sam Mitchell isn't being talked about as the
Nah,
genius anymore,
nah,
is he?
not
He's
anymore,
not being
not
talked about as a
anymore.
genius. Fucking overrated.
They are unbelievably overrated. Didn't see Cam McKenzie do much. I saw Ward score 2 goals in the last quarter. That's about it. So maybe Merritt would have been handy. Look, the Hawks, after 2 bad weeks, will try to gain some respect and form before a week off. Eagles at home could be sneaky, but I don't give them a chance to knock off this Hawks team who desperately need the win now.
That's crazy by you.
Who desperately need the win now. Still don't rate them, but this is a shoe-in. Hawks minus 39.5 at $1.90.
I actually got 42.5, and I think that's going to be easy.
There you go.
After a few shit performances, they're going to want to tune up before the finals. They legit have to, like you said. I can see them leaving a few stars at home, but they still win this one with ease.
Yeah.
Can see a Chol 5-goal game.
I like it.
Play it, Rob.
Charles Royce.
My tip is going to be the Hawks minus 42.5 at $1.90. All of my 8 legs, because the Sydney odds weren't out for me, are $240.90. Just take North Melbourne as a single at $2.
Yep. Well, mine actually lower because I had Sydney at the line, which is $1.90, but I've changed that to North.
How? You had Bulldogs 1 to 39 at $3.80.
Yeah, I just miswrote that on my page, mate. All right. All my combined 9 legs will be more than $488.88. That's it, Jez. Round 24
What
done.
does standing down players mean? Because it's just come out the Swans are considering standing down players.
Like, they don't play this week.
Or does that mean like...
Nah, not delisting. No. Okay. Just standing down for the week.
That'll be
They're
it
gonna
from us.
delist
The last episode of the home and away season.
Shit. So now we'll never do a 9 again for this year. 9
True.
games.
Straight into finals. Jokes. It's the fucking wild card or whatever it is.
2 games next
Thank you for
week.
listening to another episode of the Punters Pod. We appreciate you guys listening week in, week out.
So 2 games next week, then 4, then 2, and the
We usually do our
final.
all Australian predictions, but unfortunately, since the Pullman incident happens, they're not releasing that till
No,
next
and
week.
also since the wildcard round's on, we usually do it that weekend as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But we can't now because they aren't releasing the 42-man squad until...
Next Monday. So
Oh,
could.
okay, we
but
can't.
still, we got to review the wildcard.
Yeah,
Preview
but
the
we can
wildcard.
do like a real quick bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang,
all
bang.
strong.
Yeah, done. We'll do that.
Thank you for listening to another episode, guys. We appreciate you guys listening week in, week out.
What a round of footy we got coming up, boys. Peace, prosperity, and love.
I won't watch more than an hour of footy this week.
Yo.